This is Scott Carpenter. I wanted to go over some detail of this clip. There are several things going on in this clip, even though it seems like from the normal view there's not a lot going on. The subject in the video is doing quite a bit of moving. His face is moving, his mouth's moving, his left eye is moving. He's also opening and closing his eye. And during the sequence, the 14-second sequence, he's also actually moves his head and his shoulders. I wanted to do a quick overview of what's going on. First of all, this is the subject here. This is the left cheek right here. This is the left eye. This is the brow over the left eye, or the left brow. There's the nose. Right here's the mouth. Right here's the left side of the face. This leaf right here covers the right eye and part of the head and forehead. And behind the vegetation here, the head comes up and over and down into the shoulder, and then you have the left shoulder. Here, of course, is the hair on the left shoulder, and you can see through some of the vegetation, the dark spots here where his body's showing through. Now in this first sequence I'm going to talk about the mouth moving. If you'll watch his mouth right here as I scroll through here, right there his mouth's opening and closing. Open, close, open, close, open, close. It's open again, moves. Okay, now I want to look at the eye right here. I want to watch the brow right here. It's kind of like he's squinting at me. If you'll watch the eye there, right there, see? He's squinting right there and then open. Squint, open. So, you can see that movement. At the same time he's squinting. Notice when he's squinting, his mouth is open, and then when he closes his mouth, his eyes get kind of wide. And you can almost see the detail in the eye. I'm going to zoom in, and it's going to get fuzzy. But you can see just a little bit of the detail here in the eye. Watch the eye, and then you got the iris right there. At the end of the video, the 14-second clip, as you're going through, of course, if you'll notice, you can see as I'm scrolling through quickly here, the eye and the mouth and the cheek and the eye, and everything's moving here. And right at the very end, what I do is I've got the camera over my left shoulder, and I start to turn to my left, and I also as I'm making the turn, I twist the camera, and I don't totally turn around. And it appears to me that the subject is anticipating maybe having to duck down, so he slowly turns to the left and kind of draws backwards, and just in case it has to duck. But I never did turn all the way around, and then when I did whip around, I did it so fast I don't think he decided not to move. He just stood still. But as I start to twist my shoulders right here, you can see the subject there in the background. I can kind of slide that over and move that up for you. Notice, see right there, it's right here, right there as he twists. As he twists now, the shoulder is now behind the foliage. He cocks and twists his head a little bit to the left. Now almost the entire face is visible. You got the left eye, right eye, the nose, left and right cheeks, a little puffy cheek there. There's his mouth. There's his head. And there's his leaf now. And you can see separation here. You can see that this is not some sort of matrixing type of formation where my mind wants to make a face because there's shadows that look like a face. There's actually, this is not a leaf, and this is not a leaf, and this is not the dark spot between the two leaves. This is actual, there's an actual subject back there, and it has mass. And you can see as I turn, he's totally separate from this vegetation. He's not part of that, and it's not part of that, it's not part of that. And you can actually, like I said before, there's actually separation here. You can see through to the hair that's on the right shoulder right there. Go through it again. There in the side twist, he separates and kind of turns to the left a little bit, keeping his face towards me. There you go. Thought it important that I kind of go over and do a further explanation of this clip. There's a lot that gets lost when you just do captions. Hopefully, even I'm using a high-def camera, but I know it's difficult to see when you do it this way. It's not as clear, not as crisp, but I think you get the gist of what I'm showing you here. When he goes, I twist and he pulls back. That's a good shot right there. You can see the mouth right there, the left eye, right eye. You actually see his mouth moves there as well. I wanted to close with this photograph right here. This is near the end of the 14-second clip where almost the entire face is visible. What I did was I used Photoshop and I pulled out the face. There was a leaf right here that was over this corner of the eyebrow. So I removed the leaf and filled in right there using Photoshop. Down here under the lower left chin was another leaf, and so this part right here I filled it in and took the leaf out. The rest of this photograph is untouched. I repeat, this is untouched. This is the photograph except for a small section here and a small section here. Other than that, this is what the subject looked like. All I did was Photoshop it and blow it up. Here is another look at that. You can see the hair here, untouched. All this is untouched. Coming down the side of the face, left cheek, mouth, it's kind of puffy, kind of got fat cheeks. Nose, left eye, right eye, brow, chin.